Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alvin. I'm a part-time reseller here in Singapore. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you to stop using SingPost. I mean, if you're in Singapore, of course, while you can. Because I think SingPost needs to do better. Hear me out. If you watch my Qxpress video, which I just found out that you can actually send international mail, parcel, anything through Qxpress. Of course, limited to the few major countries in Singapore. Qxpress and SingPost. Okay, let me just emphasize this. Qxpress still uses SingPost as a service because they need to leverage on their mailing system, I guess, when you go out of Singapore, because in Singapore the big gun is Singapore Post. But first and foremost, the pricing does not make any sense. I made a video about it. I've talked through it while I was going through the pricing and everything. It's just bonkers that, for instance, a 2 kg parcel through Qxpress is $38 if you send to US or Canada. Singapore Post charges you $66.60 through their courier service SpeedPost. I do believe they go through SingPost, but the pricing is whack. It's so different. That's one thing that I need to emphasize and tell you that. Second thing that I need to tell you guys is the tracking for Qxpress works to the doorstep. It's delivered to the doorstep. And they actually tell you on the app if you have the Qxpress app. I mean Q10 app. Q10 is Qxpress is under Q10, one of the few services that they do. And it's just bonkers that I can actually, for the first time in don't know how many months, years, that I can see tracking to the doorstep. US and Canada, which is primarily I sell to at, because it's just mind-blowing that Singapore Post registered mail does not show tracking to the doorstep of the person. Why does it matter? First, if you sell on eBay or anywhere for that matter, if you use Singapore Post and the parcel or the item, the tracking lands in US, it tells you that it lands in US or Canada. But then it stops. Somehow or other, Canadian Post or USPS for US takes over and puts their own tracking on it. How do I know? Because I've actually emailed SingPost about it. Use the same tracking on USPS and Canada. It does not work. Waited months on end. They also don't know where the tracking is. It's with my emails. It's quite unbelievable. Then I put to claims department. The claims department had the audacity to tell me that it's delivered. Granted, it can be delivered, and I believe them so. Because so far, touch wood, so far none of my buyers have complained that they've not received. And I believe there may be instances that it will come and bite me in the ass for that. Let's put it this way. If the tracking does not go to the doorstep, what makes you think the person can, or the buyer can actually manipulate the system and tell you that they've not received it? As a Singapore reseller or person that ships to another country, it's quite unbelievable that Singapore Post cannot help you track. I've called Singapore Post. They also don't know that an item that was delivered is delivered because their system can't see it. But claims department over at Singapore Post can see it and then tells me that it's delivered. Then they put a stop to that without giving me any written notice. Which, when you do an inquiry for tracking, they actually put it there that you want a signed document and you pay money for it. I was willing to pay money for it. Nobody came forth to give me that info. Just with an email telling me that it's delivered. And eBay, they don't recognize such things. They need to see an online tracking. Which brings me to Qxpress. Qxpress is very good. So far, I've shipped like 20 over parcels. across various countries, mostly to US and Canada, some to Australia. And the tracking works. The Qxpress tracking works. The one that they tag by Singapore Post works, which is, I don't understand why that one works, but the own registered tracking don't work. Because there's two tracking. So you can actually put two tracking. If you didn't know, you can put two tracking on the same parcel on the eBay, and then both of them work, as you can see from the picture that I'm going to show you. The third thing that I emphasize again, that Qxpress is way better than good old Singapore Post, is because their SpeedPost, which is again very expensive, doesn't make any sense that they can charge so much. I mean, granted, we have the lovely folks who work at the post offices. They need to get paid. That I understand. I truly understand, and they are very good people that I've also come across. The many times that I've been to the post offices, they are very good people. They serve me very well. But again, pricing, it's whack. It's so much different. You can jolly well go and figure out through easy to ship. We have done a full instruction over here. And then, of course, good old Qxpress, they have their, volumetric weight and all that, all there. And it's so much simpler, by the way. SpeedPost, their tracking does not work at the relevant countries. The SpeedPost, which is SpeedPost, when it gives you that tracking number, you can track all the way. When it's delivered, it will tell you delivered. But if the person that wants to track and see where the parcel is moving, it does not show you, because their system in Canada Post, USPS don't work. What I was told, which I saw from my very own eyes when my parcel got returned, it was tagged as under DHL. So DHL was the partner courier service for SpeedPost, I guess. But they don't have a tracking number on the box itself, which, again, I am quite livid by it. I've called Singapore Post back then to ask them why is it returned. They tell me that the other end, the buyer does not want to pay for the VAT or the GST, which, if it was one buyer, I would believe. But it was two buyers that I sent. Again, because it was a quite pricey item, so I had to declare it as such. But I did still declare it. I undervalued it still. But it did not reach them. They did not seem to get a call or notification from DHL that they are going to be delivered. And it got sent back to me. The tracking, again, did not work for them. And SpeedPost had the audacity to tell me that you need to call in to get another tracking number for them, the DHL one. And the best part, hold on, the best part is the tracking is only available to the managers. Customer service cannot see it in their computer. Same goes to the registered, whether it's delivered or not. They can't see it, but apparently claims department can see it. I don't know where the tracking number goes out. Again, the tracking does not work. So, for the love of God, Singapore Post, I'm not going to use you anymore until I really need to, because Qxpress do not send to some other countries, which will be few and far between, because if they are okay to send to the major countries, means it's okay. If it's like a few countries that they don't, like Israel and all that, fair enough, I'll go by registered mail, because I think the tracking still kind of works to some countries. But my God, to US and Canada, it does not work. Goodness me, it just quite bad that it did not work. And it has been going on for many years. And I've started eBay since 2007. And the tracking works back then. I've God knows what happened down the road. that the tracking has not worked. So if you are reselling on eBay or any other places, the tracking, you do need to be mindful that it's not to the doorstep of the addressee lah. I'll put it that way. So just the hindsight that this is just a heads up, and that I've lost money because of that also, because the return parcels, again, because you under SpeedPost, if it's returned, you need to pay for the postage, and then of course the goods that you can't retrieve, and then of course there's lost registered mail, which if you can't track, the buyer can jolly well tell you that they did not receive. So that's one cost to it. So yeah, anyway, this is me just telling you that I found out Qxpress. You should use Qxpress. Just jolly well use it. It's so simple. The guy comes to you, you scan, and you're beyond your way. You don't even need to go to the post office. Of course, you need to print your label. Everything is quite easier than Singapore Post, which are easy to ship, which is kind of, it took so much of my time to tell you guys how to use it. And Qxpress is just 2 pages. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to this rant. And what are your thoughts on using Singapore Post? What's your experience like? Then comment down below if you need to. And do share with everyone that Qxpress is the way to go if you're shipping anything out of Singapore. So take care everyone. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.